Hi, so this is Steph, and I'm going to give you the rundown on how to make my version of Cacao-Brazil Bites. And this is actually a recipe, I'm just going to show you the book, from a book called Food, What the Heck Should I Cook by Mark Hyman. And the recipe is Cacao-Brazil Nut Bites, you can see there. And it's a very wonderful recipe on its own, but I like to add some other stuff to it. So we start off with half a cup of desiccated coconut and a half a cup of Brazil nuts. And I have a handy half cup measure here. And I just put some Brazil nuts in this measure. Basically fill up the little pot, which is hard to do one-handed. And so yeah, that is a pot of Brazil nuts. I'll get a few more in there. Use my fingers. You'll see it's not going to be an issue using my fingers because it's going to be lots of fun using my hands in a little while. So yeah, let's just give it a top up. So that is my Brazil nuts. I use the whole Brazil nuts organic, which are great. And then I've got this natty little Cuisinart machine, which blitzes things. I've got a chop function on it, which is that one, and I've got a grind function on it as well. So I put them in there, and then I come back and I go over here for the desiccated coconut and put some desiccated coconut again, filling up the half cup measure. So I've got a sort of a tablespoon thing, which is handy for filling this up. And keep going till I get to the top. Probably put a little bit more in. I like to have things well filled. And there we go. So that's my half cup of desiccated coconut. Put that in there with the Brazil nuts. I'm going to spare you the hideous noise, but I'm going to press the chop button just now. So just to give you some of the chopping experience, it's just basically, I just do that with it until it's well ground up. Okay, so my Brazil nuts and desiccated coconut now well ground up in the grinder there, chopper, and I'm going to move on now to my next ingredients. And the next main one is this wonderful cacao powder, which I very carefully put into my half cup measure. In fact, I only want a quarter of a cup of the cacao, in theory anyway, but I tend to use a bit more than a quarter of a cup, so it's a bit more than half of the half cup, if that makes any sense. So that is the cacao powder. I don't like being stingy with the cacao powder, so put that in, and a little bit of cinnamon. I probably put in a bit more than a teaspoon, I would say that was. And that goes in on top of the cacao powder. Then I have a bit more than a teaspoon of maca powder and a bit more than a teaspoon of, if I can get at it, there's not a great deal left in this, the superfood powder as well. And then I just tip those in to the blender as well. I put a grind of salt in. I'm just going to pause my, put the video down 1 second while I put the salt in, and I'm also going to put in some vanilla bean extract, which is another essential ingredient. So apologies for the one-handed video. And so that's vanilla bean extract. Then, where are we? Got salt. So all that's left to go in there now is the honey. And I've got this amazing raw Portuguese cloud forest honey. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of that honey. Okay, so all the ingredients now in there. I've put all my pots and things away. Here is the chopping sequence. So I'll pause while I completely blitz this. I'm going to put it on chop setting for a while and on grind setting for a while, and I'll be back in a sec. So here's what the mixture looks like. You can see it's sort of gently crumbling into itself. It has a bit of moisture about it. And what I do at this point is move it, take it off here, switch it off at the wall, and then I actually decant this into a bowl so it's easier to handle for making into the balls. So now I've got the mixture in this bowl here. I'm going to just pick it up just a bit at a time and shape into balls. And I'll show you what that looks like when I've done those. So here are the balls now. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 I make, and I think they're quite a decent size. I do occasionally have 2 after dinner instead of 1, but 1 is quite good. What I find is I'll now put them in the freezer in a tray for a freezer basket for I don't know how long. I usually leave them for about an hour or so. See if you can keep them separate so they don't get joined up together. And then when you want to eat one of them or 2 of them, I just take them out the freezer half an hour before, or actually when I'm about to eat my main course, I'll take one of these out and it's defrosted by the end of the main course. So a really healthy kind of dessert. Best to eat it after a meal rather than munch on them in the evening, because it's all to do with blood sugar, which I won't go into here. But yeah, enjoy, and they truly are fabulous and quite good for you.